Alrighty, let's talk HTML. Alright, so I'm in Visual Studio Code, as you can see, and I'm going to go over here on the left-hand side where I'm in my example folder, and I'm just going to go ahead and make a new file by clicking this button here. And I'm just going to call it example.html. So you can go ahead and make yourself a new HTML file. You can really make any kind of file you want with Visual Studio Code as long as you write out the correct file extension. If you don't know what I mean, this is an extension. This tells the computer, hey, this is an HTML file. All right, so HTML is pretty straightforward. You have basically a series of what are called tags. Okay, HTML tags let the computer know what to display on the screen. So the first tag we can learn is HTML. Okay, it's not necessary for you to have this. It will be able to tell it's an HTML file, but technically speaking, it's best to have it. Alrighty, so we have our first tag, HTML, and then inside the tags, we're going to put other tags to be able to tell the computer what to show on the screen. And there's a bunch of different tags, so we're just going to go through the ones I think are the most useful, or the ones you're going to probably use the most. There's still more, and then we can go into more detail as we go on, but let's get the basics down first. So a simple one is the paragraph tag. So all you have to do is start typing out the tag. So we're going to do the left caret like this, and a P, and then close it. And then notice that IntelliSense, the thing that is doing the typing for me, put the closing tag here for me. I didn't type this one out. I'll do it again so you can see the whole process. So P, and I close the tag, and then it gave me a closing tag here. I did not type this. This is why we use IDEs like Visual Studio Code, because they save us a lot of typing. I don't want to type the end tag out if I don't have to. So you have a opening tag and an ending tag, and then you can put what you want inside of it. So for example, I can put like, hey, what's up? Okay, and that the tag will then be able to tell the HTML, the browser, like, hey, what do I want to do with this text? All right, I have an extension called Live Server. So if we go over here to my extensions, we have Live Preview right here. Okay, so if you don't have Live Preview, all you have to do is go into the extensions and then just type Live Preview. Okay, it will search for it, and you should see this icon. Click on it, and then there should be an Install button here. So that way you're able to look at HTML files without having to do anything special. Okay, so I have this extension that allows me to do live preview. All I have to do is show preview, and it will show me what my HTML looks like as I work on it, which is really nice. All right, so I've got some text on the screen. So this paragraph tag will put some text on the screen. Fantastic. You can also make it display text certain ways. So for example, the bold tag. Hey, what's up? In bold. And notice how as I type it up, the preview updates, so that way I don't have to like hit any buttons. This is really convenient. This is a lot nicer than the way it used to be. All right, so we got bold, we've got italics. Okay, and you can even combine them. You can say I want it both bold and italicized. Okay, so you can combine tags if you want to. You can have tags where it applies to certain parts of it. Bold and italics. Well, let's just make it shorter. So I'll just put cats and dogs. All right. So this first part will be both bold and italicized, but this next part will just be bold. All right. So that way you can take these tags and split them up the way you want to. Okay, you don't have to use bold. You can also use strong. This is strong. Okay, so it will basically accomplish the same thing. All right, so these are basic tags we can use to, to kind of give some styling to our text. We don't want to necessarily always use the same size of text. So if we want to make the text bigger, we can use headers. Okay, so now if I use the H1 tag, it will make a nice header, so you can put a header on your page, and it goes down the line. So if you want to do smaller and smaller, okay, you can just put a number next to it. Oops. And there you go. Now you get smaller and smaller headers, and you can make them any size that you feel like. So this is essentially how you write HTML. You're going to have an opening and closing tag. You're going to pick the tag that's going to display the thing that you want to display, and then you just write, top to bottom. As you can tell, though, this is just basically black and white. We do have a little bit of styling as far as bold, italicized, but we aren't really placing things on the screen in a special way. We're not really playing around with colors. We're not changing sizes too much. So to do that sort of stuff, you're going to need CSS. But this is the basic idea for HTML.